Hey guys, Miss S here, and I thought I would get on today and post a little video about planting seeds, and maybe I will read a story later today too. So I have been working on starting my garden from seed, and this is the perfect time to plant some seeds. I know it's snowing outside, but you got to keep your seeds indoors for a while. So I actually planted some things and they're starting to sprout. I've got watermelon here and my tomatoes are looking really good. Got some good ones started, and I started these probably about a month ago, but you still have time. I also have some jalapeno plants and I've got some carrots growing this year, so that should be interesting. And it's been really fun just to kind of have something to take care of and check every day, see what the changes have been. So next time mom or dad goes to the grocery store, ask them to pick up, packet of seeds. I got carrots, cucumbers, got the jalapeno, which are gonna be spicy, which I love. Got some basil, and I had tomatoes, and then I also got the watermelon. So even just having one to plant is gonna be super fun. I use a lot of basil when I'm cooking, so I'm actually gonna show you how I did it today, and I'm gonna just plant a few more basil and see if they come up. We'll see what happens. So I went into my pantry, and I just found a cup. I had these two, like a plastic disposable cup that you can get rid of. And I had this one too. I filled this one with some dirt. But in this plastic cup, the ones that I used some scissors to poke a hole. Ask mom and dad for help, because that kind of was a little scary when I'd poke the scissors through the cup. And then, just to make sure that my dirt doesn't come out of that hole, I cut a piece of paper towel. And I'm just gonna put it down in there at the bottom so it's nice and covered. So that will ensure that the water will come through and it will drain. Because if you have a cup with no hole in the bottom, it's gonna hold that water in there and it can get moldy, or it's not draining and your seeds aren't gonna do as well. All right, so I've got my hole for draining and I've got my paper towel so that the dirt won't come through. And I'm just gonna pour in my dirt a little bit. I can even save the rest to put on the top. I'm gonna make like a little bit of a spot where I can put my seeds. So like I said, I'm gonna do basil again. Let's see if they come up. If they don't, that's okay. I do have some basil. Here, I'll show you what the basil looks like. So I do have some basil starting to sprout. Just a little bit. Oh, there goes some dirt. Guess I'll be cleaning this afternoon. So yeah, I've got some ones coming up. I hope they do good. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a few seeds in my hand. I don't want to put too many because you don't want your seeds to be crowded, but with basil, it's good to have a few sprigs coming up. So I've got my little seeds and I'm just gonna sprinkle them on the dirt. I might try a bunch this time, see what happens. It's always good. You can experiment, do one differently. Try again if it doesn't work in a couple weeks. If you don't have anything sprouting, you can try again. So it's just fun to do. All right, so I got a little bit more dirt. I'm just gonna pour it right on the top of those seeds. There we go. All right, so now my seeds have plenty of sunlight by this window. Even though it's snowing today, I'm still getting light in and they're loving it. I have dirt, they need soil, and I need one more thing. What does a seed need to grow? And I hope you said water. So I've got an old bottle. I just found it under the sink and it was almost empty. So I washed it out, cleaned it really good. So I didn't actually have glass cleaner in there. I cleaned it really, really well. You don't want to have anything left over in there. But then I have a spray bottle that I can use to spray down my seeds and take care of them really good. I'm gonna get this one really, really wet because it's just getting started and we want those seeds to get wet. So I'm gonna really soak it, and I might even come back and soak it a little bit more later. So I'm gonna add it to my plants. One I wanna show you is I did start some seeds in the dark. I know one of our science experiments this year was to plant seeds in the dark. And remember how they actually did grow? They grew really well, but they were kind of white and yellow colored. So this was a watermelon seed that I planted, and I had it in the light the whole time. These watermelon seeds were planted in the dark. So check out the difference. They actually were more yellow and more white, and now they're actually starting to come a little more green, like this one. So I'm thinking this one's probably going to be healthier, and it's probably going to be the seed that I plant in my garden. I don't know how many watermelon plants I need, but we'll see. We'll see which one looks the healthiest, and then I will probably plant that one. Anyway, so make sure your seeds get sun. And because I do feel like this one sprouted earlier than these did. These took a while. So honestly, with the experiment that we did, it didn't really work when I put them in the dark. Also, they became very, very wet and started molding. So I had to transplant some of the things that did start coming up, but they never actually started growing until I pulled them out of the dark and put them in the sun. So this would be a fun project for you to research online, see what you think will be better in the sun. Maybe you could try one seed in the sun, one in the dark for a while, see what comes up. Can do any kind of little experiment you want, but it's something that can maybe keep you busy today, or keep it in mind for later on. Just make sure you tell mom and dad, hey, just grab me a couple seed packets. These were actually pretty cheap. Oh, I may have cut off the top, but they were like $1.30. And hopefully you have some dirt in your garage from last summer, but you can also probably go outside and find some. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, and hope you're staying dry today. Maybe tomorrow we'll have lots of snow and you can go out and play in the snow. But thanks for tuning in and checking out my seeds today. I will talk to you another time. Bye.